Hello student, once again welcome back to our online class. So let's begin with the new lesson, that is lesson number 7, the first Conquest. It is no doubt that Shivaji and his commanders took the oath of Swaraj in the temple of Rairishwar. But it was a very difficult task. In those days, Maharashtra was governed by 4 different powers: the Mughal Emperor of Delhi, Sultan Adil Shah of Bijapur, the Portuguese of Goa, and the Siddhi of Janjira. No one would dare a word against them. Under this difficult condition, Shivaji had taken the oath of Swaraj. There was no comparison between the vast forces of the enemy and a handful of Shivaji marvels. But Shivaji's mind was made up and his firm resolve was his great source of strength. Torna Fort. Shivaji controlled the Jagir of Pune, Suppe, Chakkan and Indrapur. All the forts in the Jagir were, however, in the charge of officer from the court of Bijapur. He controlled the forts and also controlled the surrounding territories. Therefore, all talk of Swaraj without the control of the fort was meaningless. For this purpose, he had selected the Torna fort. It stands to the southwest of Pune in the Kannada valley. There were 2 strong marches on the way to Pune. A marchi is a fortification of a natural beauty formed on the slope of a hill. Zunzar Machi and another is a Bujlan Machi. Zunzar Machi, like its name, would offer powerful defense against the enemy. The only access the fort was across the Zunzar Machi. It is a very difficult passage within high hill on one side and a deep valley on the others. Torna was considered one of the strong forts of Maharashtra. In the fort, there is a temple of the goddess Toranche. That is why the fort is called Torna. Strangely enough, this powerful fort was neglected by Adil Shah. There were enough troops or its defense nor enough ammunition. Shivaji knew this and this was an instantly what he wanted. He decided to capture the fort and thus lay the foundation of Hindvi Swaraj. Drums of Swaraj begin to sound. With a few selected bands of marvels, Shivaji descended in the Kannada valley. Swift-footed like the deers and the lion headed in courage, they raced to the top and captured the strategic positions in the fort. Tanaji Malsure harnessed the Maratha flag at the main entrance. Shivaji posted his guard at important points. The fort was captured almost without any resistance and its sky was filled with the shouts of Shivaji Maharaj Ki Jai. The first battle drums and the pipe of Hindvi Swaraj had sounded and their echo throughout the valley. Shivaji named this fort Prachandgarh, blessing of goddess Bhavani. Fort Torna then came under Shivaji administration. He made a very careful survey of it and appointed officers such as a Maratha Kiledar, a Brahmin Sabnis and Prabhu Karkhanis. In Swaraj, all castes and communities were to be treated alike and no distinctions made on the base of caste. As repairs to the fort started, a surprise awaited the people. They discovered 4 metal pots filled to the brim with moher. They said that this was a gift to Shivaji from the goddess Bhavani. All the people discovered was brought to Shivaji. No one thought of taking anything for it for himself. After all, it was the wealth of Swaraj. Shivaji felt greatly an unaccepted gift which would enable him to pursue this ideal of Swaraj. Shivaji utilized part of the treasures found in the fort to purchase arms and ammunition. The rest he decided to use from the another project which was already in his mind. About 15 kilometers to the east of Torna is the hill of Murende. Shivaji had his eyes on it for a long time. This hill was a steep and difficult of access and therefore of the great strategy important. Adil Shah had actually started constructing a fort on this hill, but he had left it unfinished. This hill also was not well guarded and Shivaji decided to capture it. The first capital of Swaraj. One day, Shivaji climbed up the hill and with the selected band of his followers and took possession of the partly completed fort. The money found on the Torna was used to complete the fortification of Murendeo. Shivaji named this fort Rajgarh. Stones, masons, carpenters, blacksmiths, water carriers, others workers, all people got busy. What they built? They built the Raj Mahal, Bara Mahal and 18 workshops. That's why Rajgarh became the first capital of Swaraj. Shivaji rapid progress. From then onward, Shivaji moved swiftly and captured one fort after another in Mawal. The whole country known as Bara Mawal, the 12 Mawals. The Patils and the Deshmukh from the many villages came to allegiance to Shivaji, but Mawal had its own share of black lakhs, who were ever ready to put a smoke the fast-moving wheels of Swaraj. Jealous of Shivaji's success, Adil Shah collectors at the Shivral, they collect a messenger to Bijapur and inform Adil Shah of Shivaji's rapid progress. Shivaji, the shrewd politician. Adil Shah was most surprised to get the news. He asked Shahaji for any explanation. Shahaji got himself in a very difficult situation by telling the Sultan that Shivaji Raja had properly taken over the fort from the better administration of the Jagir. Shivaji also said this message to the Sultan: I have taken the profession of the fort for the better administration of the country outside. We did this only in the interest of Sultan. There was no evil design at the back of this action. There were two forts, Kondana and Purende. Shivaji used his political skills and took control of both the forts. The next fort to come under the Shivaji was Rohinda. This was a fast work indeed and there was nothing to stop Shivaji now. Okay student, I hope everyone understood this lesson. Oh, thank you student.